Hello everybody, I'm Blazer Rebecca and welcome back to Romance Detective 2. So we were just out with a romance detective, obviously. And now we were called to the police station to talk about a perp who's escaped. Although I wouldn't say it was really much of the perp. The guy just insisted that he go to jail because he ended up assaulting, the chief of police. And it's like, please arrest me, and she was like, it was just an accident. So, of course, the only way to make sure that nightmare wouldn't continue was to arrest the guy, apparently. So then, I don't get it. Why did he break out? Who knows? Change of heart? I understand why we must capture this man. Without spending his full night in jail, he can never atone for his mistake. Well, like I said, I never held it against him in the first place. But he shouldn't have made such a big deal out of it. He wasn't going to follow through all the way. What a strange guy. As soon as we find him, I'm demanding an explanation. I think I made the right choice talking to do with the perp. Cause it's like, why? Let me know how that goes. I'm here if you have any other questions. Thank you, Chief. Oh, hold on. Before we go, I wanted to change it to my uniform. Oh yeah, probably best. You know, I'm really glad I tried you two up. That girl was so uptight when she first got here with you. With you around, she's much more relaxed. Is that so? It's all thanks to you working those romance detective charms. But really, Rose, thanks for always helping out. There's no need to thank me. After all, it is my mission in life to carry out romantic justice. Of course. You know, it's been really nice seeing you around more often. I did not realize you previously longed for my company. We're friends, aren't we? I just figured you were always off doing your lone wolf thing, important romance cases to solve and whatnot. Perhaps the three of us should go out sometime. I would like to make up for the years of neglect you have suffered. Sounds good to me. I gotta do the boss thing and tell you what ain't happening until your work's done. Then we will be swift. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm ready to go now. Perfect timing, Romance Cop. Let us proceed. I suppose you two will be headed to the school now? Right, we'll be sure to keep an eye for Mr. Jailbreak on the way. We will solve both cases in the name of love! 1:15 p.m. Snapdragon Middle School. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Bell. You two must be from the police department. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Vice Principal Bell. I'm Romance Detective. This is my partner, Romance Cop. Heavens, I wasn't expecting them to send a great romance detective for something like this. And you're a duo now. How exciting! So someone messaged me. Okay. Okay, I get a chance to read, but okay. I can just do that in my spare time. My partner and I appear wherever we are needed. For romantic justice! Yep, no crime is too small for this team. So please, give us the rundown, ma'am. What happened here? Well, we had a group of students decorating a food stand for the Big Spring Festival in order to raise money for the school. They were going to sell baked goods, same as every year. I want baked goods. But apparently someone took issue with that because they decided to sabotage the whole stand. Come with me. This is what it looked like as of last night. Oh, jeez. It's very colorful, but that's called vandalizing. That's vandalizing. Used to be much cuter, if you ask me. The students only have today and tomorrow to fix up and make it presentable. We'd like to catch a little troublemaker as soon as possible, before they had a chance to do something like this again. Could you two to find out who did it? Leave it to us. Click on things to invest. Well, let's investigate this. This thing's pretty sturdy. Wonder how old it is. Centuries old. No. Snapdragon Middle School participants in the Spring Festival annually. They painted and repainted the same stand for as long as I can remember. Oh, so it's like a tradition. Maybe whoever made a mess of it is protesting the festival? That is a possibility. However, if we consider what is written here, it is clear that a different motive is much more likely. Oh, this? Look at all this graffiti. This child is very talented. Now's not the time to be impressed, detective. Though it does look kind of cool, they don't have permission to use this as their own personal canvas. There's a poem here. Aster, you're as bad as hell, I'm as bad as hell, without you, I'm sad as hell. I don't know why, but I'm very sure this is like a poem for a love poem for someone. Huh, whoever wrote this could be better off sticking to painting. It's kind of cute though for a middle schooler. Cute? That bit of writing certainly deserves more praise than that. It has excellent rhythm. I wouldn't say it's excellent rhythm. Wait, you're rad as hell. Oh. The comparison to hell is intended to mean exceedingly, but also serves to emphasize the author's state of being in the absence of this Aster character. Brilliant. Okay, but poems are supposed to rhyme. I mean, I guess it does, but you can't just end all the lines the same. That's cheating. First the paintings, and now this as well. Rules do not apply to poetry, Romance Cop. There are only guidelines not to bind words, but to provide a framework for conveying greater meaning. Well, I still think it's cheating. I'll work on your apparent issues with appreciating poetry another time. These well-constructed words have granted us a few clues. You're right, looks like our culprit has a crush on Aster, whoever that is. The vice principal will surely fill us in. Okay. Excuse me, there's something I think you can help us out with, ma'am. Oh, what would that be? Does anyone at the school go by the name Aster? Well, yes, but... Dear little Aster would never be involved in something like this. Well, no, she probably isn't. It's probably someone that likes her, but... likes her. Oh, it's a she. Aster's a she, okay. Besides, she's the one who oversaw the project in the first place. It's part of her job as student secretary. We weren't saying she was the one behind this, but probably someone who likes her. We're not accusing her of anything, but could you please let us talk to her? She might be able to point us in the right direction. Well, I suppose. Is she here at the school today? Yes, of course. She has perfect attendance. Classes are just about to be let out, so would you like me to bring her here? Please and thank you. 2:40 p.m. You're mad, right? So start yelling. What would that accomplish? I see no point in it. What are you, a robot? No people would shout at someone who wrecks their stuff. Different people express their emotions in different ways. But you never express anything! I just wish you'd react sometimes. I'm feeling disaster. I was right, and I think that Punk is the one who did that. Oh, Aster, there you are. There are two nice ladies here from the police department that'd like to speak with you about what happened. Alright. You know, I'm not gonna question it or anything. Hello, Aster. I'm Officer Chris, and this is my partner, Romance Detective. We have a few questions for you concerning this graffiti. I don't know anything about it. Well, I promise this won't take very long. Okay, well, of course we know she didn't do it. Do you know who did it, though? Is there anyone you know who might be responsible for this? No, I don't think so. Even the smallest hint could be helpful to us. If I did happen to see something, I wouldn't have any proof. I'd rather not make any baseless accusations against my classmates. So, did you see something? No, nothing. What will present? Oh yeah, this! You know what? Present it. This poem here, doesn't it remind you of something like a love letter, maybe? You think the culprit is referring to me? Well, it has your name on it, so... Yes. So, do you have any secret admirers? I have a pretty good idea. The guy was just talking to her a second ago. I think that Punk from before. They wouldn't be secret if I knew about them. She has a point, Romance Cop. Fine, never mind. You didn't see anything? You said you didn't see anything, but I'm not quite convinced. Please tell us where you were when the crime took place. I was in the library until sundown. The librarian can confirm my alibi for you. There's no need. Your answer has given away a crucial fact to the case. A crucial fact? And what could that be? Do you have knowledge of when the vandalism occurred? Oh, she's starting to look worried now. We weren't sure if it happened after school or not, but you just confirmed that for us. Your reasoning is flimsy. I only assumed that was when it took place because the perpetrator would have been in class otherwise. You're certain it was a student who did this? Again, that should be obvious. I can't imagine a member of the facility destroying student work in such a way. That poem could have been written by someone around my age. So you agree that the poem is lame. Earlier I couldn't convince the detective at all, but at least I've got you backing me up on this now. That's not what the problem is right now, Romance Cop. I didn't say it was lame. Her simple approach to writing is actually rather complex. Her? I misspoke. You're not wriggling your way out of this one. Tell us what you know. I really have nothing to say. As I told you before, there is no proof. What about the person who was talking to you before? Then why try to hide it from us? I could be mistaken. You don't want to get your friend in trouble, huh? Oh no, we're not exactly friends, but it would be unfair of me to make accusations based on what could have been a coincidence. That's why I lied. You really shouldn't lie to the police. By the way, you aren't going to tell us who you're talking about until there's proof. Is that how it is? Yes, please understand. Well, forget you said anything. Detective, I will tell you one thing though. If it really was her, she'll be back again tonight. The culprit's going to strike again so soon? How do you know? You could call it intuition, I suppose. Then we'll hold a stakeout. Aster, could you at least give us a time frame of when the culprit might strike? This time they won't have the cover of an empty classroom. After dark would be a safe bet. Great, let's hope they do come back tonight so we can catch them in the act. Are you worried? No, vandalism is wrong. Whoever is behind this should be caught. That's right. Crimes, especially those committed in the name of love, must not go unpunished. Love. May I ask a question? Sure, what is it? You two are partners, correct? That's right, in the professional and romantic sense. Well, you're being open about it. Romance Cop, please refrain from saying such embarrassing things. Whoops, sorry. Okay, detective really is the shy one. I see, interesting. Well, if we're finished here, I'm going to go home now. Good luck with your stakeout. Right, thank you for your cooperation. All that's left now is to wait. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to search for that escaped convict. We don't really have any clues to where he might be, but I wouldn't mind wandering around for a while with you. I'll follow your lead then. Okay, the girl who lacks expression. Let's go to Love Bloom Park. Not many people around. Good work taking us here, Romance Cop. He might be hiding in plain sight. Well, that's not exactly what I was thinking, but that does make a pretty good excuse, doesn't it? Well, I actually was thinking along those lines. Then your main objective is coming here wasn't to locate the escaped convict? No, I figured he's holed up somewhere, maybe even a few towns away by now. I just like this park a lot. It is a nice park. I thought it'd be nice to come back and enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. I'm glad we got the chance to today. Indeed. Okay, Love Bloom PlayStation? Welcome back. Any luck? We're holding a stakeout at the school tonight to hopefully catch a little vandal in the act. I assume the prisoner is still in the loose? We'll get to knowing that in the next part. See ya!